Hello, welcome to CoderInMe. As you know that I'm a Salesforce developer, so I face many problems in SOQL, like date problems when we have to find the dates, created date, last modified date, or any other date like that. Or I have very much confusion in related list for parent of objects like that, and also in that in child objects related object or inline query, or you can say or the favorite one, and you can say the popular one is a dynamic SOQL query. So in all of this SOQL query, we have faced many problem through like you can say 1 year in 1 year. So how much I learned from that experience, I want to share what is SOQL and how to far away from SOQL, and how to be very much positive about SOQL, how to find cleverly in SOQL languages. So I will show you that. Don't take away, please. Always remember SOQL queries. This means the database manipulation languages also, they have some governor limit in SOQL. So we have to be wise. SOQL query, there is only, you can say, only 100 SOQL queries allowed, or you can say only 150 DML operation is allowed. So 100 and 150 is a very much small amount to do that. So we have to be specific that where we will use that SOQL query and how SOQL query is important. So first of all, I want to tell you that SOQL query is what? That's Salesforce object query language. It's much similar to MySQL, or you can say SQL query. So in the SQL, what we did, we used select star from the table name, select a star from something like that. But here you can see like in SQL, select star from if the table name is or object name is student. So it will give you all the related fields and objects. Suppose this student is a table. Suppose this student is a table, or you can say it's an object, and it's a some field ID, name, and you can say roll number, marks, attendance, like that. So you can say DOB, date of birth, gender, you can say. So if we will use select star from a student, this all field will be shown, or you can say retrieved from the table. But in SOQL we cannot use it. We have to use select ID from table. That is table. And the table, if the table is custom or your object is custom, so we have to use student underscore c, select ID from student underscore c. If you want all of that, we have to use all of that, ID comma name comma that all the name, like that. So we have to use all of that here. Okay. Gender, DOB. We also know that they are not standard. Suppose ID is standard, suppose name is standard, the roll number is not standard, so we have to use underscore c, marks underscore c, and DO underscore c, double underscore c. They are API name where we can find that from student C. So that is SQL. So there's so much you can say there's that's the difference between SQL and SQL. Also in SQL we can use unique or distinct, but here we cannot use. But other than that, order by, group by, limit, inline SOQL, you can say we have used inner query, and you can say limit word, and the favorite one, the last one, that we have to step by step use that off step you can use. So we can they are similar, like. So this is my you can say this is my Salesforce org, developer org, and here we want to use so I will use developer console, and that is developer console. You can see that here it is log, it is test, it is checkpoints, and you know the use of it. it is checkpoints query return. This will use to check your test class is working or not. This is the log, that is debug log for executing anything, that is query editor, and we are here, that is inter SOQL query and SSOS query. So here we can use it, select name from account, like that, select name from account. Okay, select name from account, execute. So all the names are there, which the names are there, select name from this, a different form and all that names. I can use limit 5, so only 5 remain will be executed. Okay, so if I will need, we want to use more, so we can use control O, this means open, and then object, the name, account name, you can use account, and then we can also say, so if we want to query of ID, we want name, we want type, we want billing city. I always used to use control and click phone, industry, suppose all of that, please click that. Okay, and then after that, gender, email, number of male and number of female, all that. Okay, so please use control and all the click is click, and then query. That's magic. Okay, so all of the query word are here, select ID, name, time, and you are very much good. So select this from account, you can call them, that will give you the results. Okay, so that's a very good logic, or that's a very good tricks for you, that if you want more fields, because Salesforce object can have more than 80 or more than 100 or 2000 or 200 fields, you can say 200 fields. How do you will execute it? How do you will write comma, so the standard, there are many tricks, there are many tools regarding that, but the most helpful is, and the good one is, I like that, just use control button and then click, and last after that use query, so it will give you all the related fields. Okay, like that. Now I have a query, select name from account, like that, select name from account. I have to see what is the values are. Select name from account whose type is pending. Okay, account where type is equal to pending. Okay, pending, type is equal to pending. Let's execute. Only one value is there, ALMTM. You can see here ALMTM has pending type. Okay, so we can use from this industry also, therefore we use industry is equal to energy. Okay, energy. Okay, now I will use it, execute, and it will give you blah 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 blah. Okay, so all the things are equal. Okay, so we can use like that also. Now suppose I don't know the name, I know the one word or two words for that, the where name, like we can use like, that is wildcard, then percent, then name, then percent sign, and then this. So we can use this. So there is a name word between any, so it contains name in the name field, so we can use this, execute, and it will give you the value, different input. Okay, so like that you can use many things. I have to check what we can use. So this is the wildcard, you can use percent. Okay, so that they are the tensions, like that we want to use anything like that, we want to check account where created date is equal to today, suppose. So there is no account whose created date is today. I think that there is no account, row is 0. we can check that whose account is for which date, created date, account where, account execute. Okay, now it is. So here we can say created date is there 17/7/2017 and all that. So we can use where, have to cut it because it has a very much, where created date is equal to, it's have some form. So you can see that created date, always remember here is there and this month is, and this is date. You can use it. Okay, so maybe there is some error, I have to check it. Maybe there is a format error, I don't know. One second. So why I cannot use this, because the created date is a type of date time. Here we can see that the created date is always of type created by and all that. We have to check it. Okay, so how it is, why I'm getting an error like that. So for that purpose we will check how it is exactly working. Created by, and in the created by, okay, in that created date will be there, uncreated date time type will be, we can check from here. Okay, so no need to worry about that. Okay, and then I will check control O. Okay, nope, control O, object is there, account is there, and the created date will be there. Okay, and then there you can see the data type of that created date, website, shipping, billing. Last modified date, you can say that is created date time. So it is of date time, and where here I am using unpaid. So if there is some field named as date, so you have to use a month, year, month, and year. And here, but it is here it is of time, so I have used this, and now it will not give you an error. Okay, here you can see that. Okay, hey, so for that purpose we can use. Okay, last so that was something that where we can use or choose something like that. Now I want to count some value, count id. I want to count id from various group, from account, group by, industry. Okay, so what it will do, it will check comma industry, it will check which type of industry we have. So out of 10, we can see here, out of 10, 7 is have no industry, one has electronics, one has energy, and one has engineering. So here we can see that we can use group by for various pick list values. Industry has a pick list, that is electronics, engineering, and all that. So here we can check that this is group by, or this is you can say we can use group by on the various things. So group by have some limitations. We cannot use extra fields, like we cannot use name here because name is not group by. Okay, so we cannot use name, it will give you an error. Okay, if I will use this, it will give you error. Okay, so in the field must be grouped or aggregated, so because name is not grouped, so we cannot use name. So we can always use only that field which is have group by, or we can use count, we can use sum, we can use average. We can use 3 functions here: sum, count, and average. And you know the word meanings of sum. if you want to sum of anything, like you want to sum number of genders or number of fields, anything like that, so we can use that. Okay, so I will tell you about that. I have account and I want sum of what I will do. I want to check how many females and male in various industry. Okay, so I will count this sum of number of males in query. Okay, number of females, number of males. So I want to check this sum number of males, number of females. You can check. We count comma industry, because I want to check which industry. We count where, that is GroupBy. One second, sorry for that. GroupBy industry. Okay, execute. So in some fields there are no males and there are no females. We have used it. So if I will update it, suppose I have to update it. Okay, I will update it. Okay, one second. So now you can see that I have some accounts. This is of industry healthcare and some male and females 20 and 35, and this is account of engineering industry 60 and 18, and here 325 and 124 manufacturing department industry, and entertainment industry 65 and 25, and education 89 and 98 again. For energy 120, 56 and 154 healthcare, and then 78 and 19 for education. So there are some various accounts for me, and now if I will check it, it will give me a very good result. Okay, so let's check, execute. So now we can see that in education there are 117 girls and 167 males. In energy, in engineering, in entertainment, we can see that now we can find it from group by industry. So in industry department, how much females are there, how much males are there, we can check it using that. So from where we can use you can say group by function. If I will use average here, now it will give a very much good result. Now it will give average of 50, 83 for every education department, 12 for every female department, in engineering industry for female. So like that we can use group by topic. Okay, so that is how we can use group by function, and this is a very good example. You can use it. Okay, now we have to use something more interesting, that is ordered by. Select name from account order by ID. Okay, so order by name, sorry, order by name. What it will show you all the account name in the alphabetical order. So the first one A, B, D, and if I will use ID name D, E, C, and descending order, this means descending order, so it will use test 1 to 3. Okay, now here it is. Okay, if I want that it should be based on number of female, double underscore C. I think O is a small, F is a small also, maybe, I don't know. We can see here that number of female, how many number of females is there. Okay, we can see that. So number of female, the object, okay, females, for that, and then again number is also no. Here I active is use O is capital. So we have to remember the field name exactly is case sensitive, so we have to remember it. Number of, so here it is also wrong, number of, and I'm taking so much time, sorry for that. Your females from this, and then execute. Okay, now it will give you the highest one, 150, because KKKSK has no females, so it is not counted. Otherwise everything is in ascending and descending, and we can use ascending like that also. Okay, so in the next, the first one is executed excluded, so because it has nothing, and okay, order by number of females. Where here we can use it where count where number of females is not equal to null. We can use it. Okay, so now the KKSK will be okay. So here you can see KKSK is not here because it was there in that, but here it is not. Okay, so we can use where number of females C null. So we can use where command also, order by also in same way. There is no problem in it. Okay, now as a matter of time, there is something else I want to tell you, that is you can say that is there are some very good command in SOQL that is used in you can say that is used in date, so we will tell you about that. So here you can see that the first command is yesterday. I have used today, you can use yesterday, tomorrow, this word. We can use also last week, because if you know that this start date has this is created date is last week, so you can use this created date greater than last week. So we can use this command, select id from account where created date greater than last week. Okay, you can use this one. This is the very much good. Okay, maybe there's nothing greater maybe, but if I will use less than, then it will show all the 10 value, I guess. Yeah, all the 8 values is there. Okay, so we can use this last week and this week and this week, everything like that we can use. Okay, we can use also between, where created date between last week and this week, there's underscore week. Okay, let me check it, and yeah, some error is there, one thing. So here we cannot use between, we can use this created date greater than this week, less than this week, and we can use this and created date less than last week, greater than last week. So last week's is other than this week, and greater than, less than type. Okay, now we can use it. Okay, this week and last week we can use it. Okay, again one was yesterday, you can say last day, and this week, next week, next is last month, we can use last month also, we can use this month. So this is very good. Next month. Okay, suppose we want to use last 90 days opportunities, so we can use last 90 days, next 90 days. Okay, so this is very much one of my favorite, that if you want to find how much account has created in last 90 days, we can use last 90 days. If you want to use that from that, if you want to check that how many opportunity has a close rate in upcoming 3 months, we can use next 90 days. Okay, and if we want to check the days by manually, so we want to check how many opportunity have closed in last 3 days, so we can use last n days /n. Okay, so let me check. suppose we have a new opportunity. Okay, let me check opportunity. So here you can see that is opportunity 15. So we can use next end days, select id name from opportunity where close date is equal to next end days 4. So today is 11 and for next 4 days this means 15, so it will give you 15/11 after the execution. Yeah, this is there, but I want 3 days before. This means 3 days before means 11 10 9 8. Okay, so if I will check it next 3 days, this means last last in this, and this is 3. Now I will execute it. After the execution, last end is 3. This is also LMTM. Okay, you can check it right now, like okay, it's working or not. Maybe it's a different, or it will always saying the same thing. Close date, execute it. Okay, yeah, this is 8/11/7. So we can check it last end days, next end days. They are very much favorite of me. So you can see that last month, next 90 days, last 90 days, last n weeks, last n days, last n months also, this year, next year, last year, this quarter, next quarter, last quarter, last n quarters. You can say you want to find out the last second quarter of the second quarter from the January, so you can use that also. You can use last n weeks also, the next second weeks. You can say you can use quarter also. There is also a single that is not available in SQL. I am very much aware of that, so I like SOQL very much for that. You have also known the word in Salesforce, that is fiscal year. The year and fiscal year is very much different. In India, the fiscal year start from April and its ends with March. So April to March is a fiscal year, but the year is, you know also that January to December is a year. So for year, the fiscal year, they are different. So that's a difference between, also you can say that's a difference between fiscal quarter also. The first quarter is January to March, but in the Indian fiscal, the quarter will be April to June. April, May, June is the first quarter. So the fiscal quarter and the quarter can be different. We can use this year, next year, last year also, last n year also. You can use next fiscal quarter also. That is the beauty of date in this era, or you can say in this SOQL query language. Okay, so that is the simple query. Last but not the least, and the main important, is inner query. We will use select name from account. You know that, select name from account. Okay, but I want to check how much contact has related to it. So I will use select name from contact also. If any contact is related to any account, that should be shown here. Select name from contact. The contact, sorry, from is good, but the contact is not good. Contact from account. Okay, now execute it. Contact. Okay, sorry, contacts, and the name is not there, I guess. Maybe it's last name. Okay, then execute it. Now it will work. Okay, so you can say that this account SAF has two contact of SAF1, contact of SAF2, and LMTM has two contact, last name, account 1, 3 contact. You can see that. Okay, so what happened just now, that here before this I can see that there's 10 accounts, or there's 10 something, but when I use this, it also shows that okay, this account has this contact, this account has this contacts. So account has many contacts, so we use contacts. That is the beauty of SOQL. Please remember this word, contact. If this is a standard object, please remember this word. Again, I am telling you, a standard object like standard object like account, like contact, like opportunity, like you can say order, you can say product, forecast, opportunity, all of that, lead. They are standard. So if you want to go to child, like from account to account to contact, you have to use contacts. That's I used it. Okay, here we have used it because this is the account and we want to go to contact. So what I did account to contacts. Okay, so this is the parent and this is a child. So if you want to call child from parent, remember this word. If you want to call child from parents, you have to use s in the end of child. Select name from account, but in between this is the inner query, and in this inner query we will use contact s, that means contacts. But if there is some other like no context, you can say there is some anything like there is some custom object like obj double underscore c. So why, how we will use it? We will use it objects c double underscore r. Okay, like that. Okay, I will tell you how. What I was telling, suppose I have an object name as contact. Okay, candidate, sorry, I have an object name as candidate. Candidate is a custom object, you can see here. Candidate, okay, candidate, okay, yeah, candidate is a custom object. Okay, candidate double underscore c, and it's the field, the candidate name is the field. You can see also there is last name and first name also, and many other fields are there. You can see here name, email, city, and all that. Okay, and after that there is some social security number also, and after that in that related field you can see that this candidate has a job application. So this has a child object, that is job application. You can see here that is job application J001. In that there is some other fields are there, and you can see here that is job application underscore c. So if you want to check how many candidates are there, we can use it. Select name score last name from candidate, and after the execution you can see that, 1 second, I'm taking so much time, but it is worth. Okay, no problem at all. And then suppose this is execution. After the execution you can see that there is 5 candidates. This, the last name is there. You can check also first name. There is first name also. First, what is the problem? FIRST, first name. So you can check the first name also. There is some first name and all that. Okay, so there is 5 rows are there. I want to check how many job application they have. So suppose I can use this. Select name from job application, and job application we have already. Job application, the custom object is here. Job application, okay, name is here. We can use it. Job application from this. Okay, but it will give us an error because I have already told you, if you want to go from parent to child, we have to be specific. In the standard object we always use s in the last, but here we cannot use s. We have to use very much thing. Here it will give you an error. We have to use, and at the place of c we have to use r because it is a related object. And after that, before that double underscore we will use s. Please remember, for from parent to child, if you are using inner query, at the place of double underscore c we will use double underscore r, and before double underscore we will use s. Please remember that word. Execute. Now it will call. Okay, job applications double underscore I. Please remember, job applications double underscore r. Here the candidate is, here the job application is. You can see that. Okay, so please remember that word. We have to use this job application c. Okay, but if you want to go from child to parent, if you are using id from contact, suppose, okay, and I want to check its account. Select id from contact. This is very simple. Okay, but now I want to check last name. Okay, last name. I want to check who is account of this, whose account is this. So I will use account id. Okay, direct account id, no problem at all. It will give account id. I can use account name directly, no problem at all. This is account name. So for the standard object, if you want to go from parent to child, we have to use s in the child object. If you want to go from child to parent, from contact to account, we will use account dot name. It's as simple as that, no need of s. We can use from parent to, you can say from parent to parent to parent. There are 4 upper query, you can say. From top we can use at 5 time maximum. We want to check user, this means user, this means no owner. Okay, owner name, we want to check owner name. We can use account dot owner dot name. You can use it, no problem at all. Okay, you can see that owner name is not there, but we can check owner ID. Okay, maybe there is some field that is not visible. Account dot owner ID, we can check it. Yeah, owner ID is there. We can check owner dot maybe last name. Okay, so we can see we can go from top. Okay, but right now, if it is, you can say, if it is child object of custom, like in that case, here job application was child, as you remember, select job application, that is name. We want to check select name from job application. Okay, sorry, select name from job applications, and that is execute. Okay, now we can see there are 4 applications, okay, for job applications, but I want to check who is the candidate. So I have to use candidate. Can I use it? Candidate _c dot name. Can I use? Let me check. Execute. No, we cannot use it. We have to use, instead of c we have used r. No need of s here because it is a parent. We will use _r only. R. And here we can see the candidate name. Okay, so no problem at all. We can see that in r now anything, last name, first name. Suppose this was our last name, I guess, last underscore name underscore c. Select candidate r last name c. We can check it. Okay, no problem at all. We can check first name also. Okay, suppose this is the candidate. A candidate has something. No, candidate is in the queue, so this was the owner, we cannot change. This is the job application. We can see in the job application, maybe we can check in the job application there is some offers. Okay, this is the offers, so we can use this object offers. We can use offers from that. Suppose this is an offer. Oh, we will use it offers. Okay, please control X. Select name, last thing is there, so we can use a select name from offer C, but maybe offer, we have to check it, the field name, maybe there is some error in the object because offer is _c or not. We have to check it. Offer _c, offer _c. There I have used single. Okay, now, and in that we can check offer for job application, so we can check job. Here it is job application, we can use it, job application C. So we can go to the father parent of offer parent is job application, so we can use job application r dot name. Okay, we can also see who is the candidate. Okay, we can also see who is the candidate, so we can see that job application r dot candidate underscore r dot. Okay, so this is the offer parent is job application and job offer parent is candidate. We can go to candidate. Yeah, you can see that, but it is why it is not open, but we can use it
somehow in our apex, so that's not a problem. We can use from 1 to, this is 2, we can use up to 5 parent we can use it. So this is very simple SOQL. I thought that I can split it into two part. I will split it into two parts in this video, but yeah, this is it for SOQL. Please learn SOQL. That is very much good thing in SOQL. I will tell you more about fun things in SOQL. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe our channel, that is CoderInMe.com. Please follow us on LinkedIn, Google, and Facebook also. Please like and subscribe. Please comment if you have any query, if you have any feedback regarding that. As you know, this is Seth from CoderInMe. Thank you for watching.